Good morning to everyone and hope you are home at well in conditions. And today I am taking science of class 7th and chemistry. Topic is there elements, compounds and chemical equations. Now see there first we know that things around us are made up of matter. That means everything is made up of matter that we are seeing here. Now see there what is matter? Anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter, such as ice has mass, occupies space, and wood also has mass, occupies space, and glass also has mass and occupies space. And one example is there air. Air also has mass and occupies space, but we cannot see it here, we can feel only. Now next point is there elements. An element is the simplest form of a pure substance that cannot be divided into any other simpler substance, such as neon, we cannot divide it, oxygen, we cannot divide it. They contain the similar kinds of atom. Other examples are there gold, silver, they only contain the same kinds of atom. Now compound, what is compound here? A compound is a pure substance made up of two or more elements chemically combined in a fixed ratio by weight. That means they contain only the fixed ratio. There's suppose example calcium chloride, ammonium chloride, sodium chloride, they all are the name of compounds. Now come here, water is also compound because it is made up of hydrogen and oxygen in a fixed ratio. Contains hydrogen and oxygen in a fixed ratio like 1:8. And some other common compounds are there. Carbon dioxide, CO2, it is made up of carbon and oxygen. Ammonia, it is made up of nitrogen and hydrogen. Sodium hydroxide, it is a compound of sodium and hydroxide. Calcium carbonate, it is a compound of calcium and carbonate soda. Chemical equations. What are chemical equations? Now see here. A chemical equation is a representation of a chemical chain with respect to symbols and formulae of different compounds, such as carbon plus oxygen that give us carbon dioxide. This portion is carbon plus oxygen is known as reactant part and the CO2 is known as the product part. Now, while writing a chemical equation, reactants are written on left hand side. These are the reactant parts, and the products on the right hand side of the equation. This CO2 is known as the productive part. So we can write it here on the right hand side. Now balancing chemical equation. How to balance? While writing a chemical equation, we should count the number of atoms of the element in both sides. Means atoms of reactant parts should be equal to the atoms of productive parts. If not, it means the equation is not balanced. For example, here see there, this is a hydrogen and oxygen that give us water. But the reactant parts, see there are two atoms of hydrogen and two atoms of oxygen which are not equal to the atoms of the reactant parts of water. Here two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. There are number of atoms are there only 3. So it is not a balanced equation because the atoms of reactant parts is not equal the atoms of the product parts. Now we balance this equation. Now how to balance? See there, this hydrogen should be multiplied by 2 plus oxygen, and here water, this should be multiplied by 2. Now that will become 2H2 plus O2. That will give us hydrogen 2H2O. This is water. So we can say this is a balanced equation. Here's number of atoms of reactant part is equal to the number of atoms of the product part. See there. Therefore, it is a complete balanced equation. Given the home assignment of class 7th chemistry. Now, first question, balance the following chemical equations. These questions are given here, unbalanced equations. H2 plus Cl2, that will give us HCl. Second, FeCl2 plus Cl2 is equal to FeCl3. Now see here, this is FeCl2, it is a ferrous chloride, and here FeCl3, it is known as ferric chloride. Now third, Zn zinc plus HCl will give us Zn chloride, ZnCl2 plus H2. Number 4, Na plus H2O, it is the NaOH plus H2. Number 5, NaNO3 is known as sodium nitrate. When it is heated, this gives us sodium nitrous plus oxygen. Number 6, hydrogen plus oxygen is equal to water, H2O. 7, KClO3, when it is heated, this gives us potassium chloride, KCl plus oxygen. Number 8, sodium plus Cl2, that gives us sodium chloride. Number 9, nitrogen plus hydrogen, that gives us ammonia, 2NH3. Phosphorus, P plus 5O2, that gives us phosphorus pentaoxide, P2O5. Now these are not balanced equations, we have to balance them. Now we are giving here answers. See the first, hydrogen plus Cl2 means chlorine. That gives us HCl. Here this is not a balance, so this will be multiplied by 2. To balance the equation, that will give us 2HCl, not a balance. Second one, this FeCl2 will be multiplied by 2 plus chlorine Cl2, that gives us 2FeCl3 means ferrous chloride. Number third, Zn plus, here multiply by 2HCl, that gives us ZnCl2 plus H2 means hydrogen. Number 4, Na, this multiply by 2 plus this water H2O should be multiplied by 2, that gives us 2 NaOH plus hydrogen H2. Number 5, NaNO3 sodium nitrate, this should be multiplied by 2 just to balance the equation. So 2 NaNO3, when it is heated, this gives us 2 NaNO2 sodium nitrous plus oxygen O2, and H2 plus O2, this gives us water. So this hydrogen plus oxygen, this gives us water. So water should be multiplied by 2 here. Now KClO3, this should be multiplied by 2. So this will become 2 KClO3. When it is heated, this will give a 2 KCl plus 3 O2. Now this sodium should be multiplied by 2 plus Cl2. This will give us 2 NaCl means sodium chloride. And number 9, N2 plus hydrogen should be multiplied by 3 just to balance. This gives us 2 NH3 means ammonia. Number 10, phosphorus, this should be multiplied by 4. So 4P plus 5O2, this gives us 2P2O5. Write them in your fair copy and learn them.